last minute Halloween idea because tomorrow's Halloween dress up day. I'll show you guys from scratch. I'm not using H2V because it's my favorite shirt. So we're going to trace this design. And then I have designer edition, so I'm just going to trace by color. All areas. You want all this to be yellow that you want traced. So I want the outline. Trace. Okay, you don't have to do this, but what I'm doing next is editing the points. So triple click and simplify so it's less cut points for the machine. And then the measures are 6 by 5. That's too big. I'm going to drop it down to about 4 inches. Okay, and then what you do for weeding to make it easier is you draw a box around it. Drag it down so you're not wasting that much vinyl on it. Okay. Then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the design. That way it's easier for my eyes to see. Make it darker. It's not going to be that actual color. That actual color is going to be the color of vinyl that you're choosing. So duplicate. Drag it over. Okay. So that's going to be my 2 designs. Go to your sim panel. Now I'm going to load my blade and my mat. I'm going to take out my paper auto blade and put in my CB09 because I need to learn how to use it. Set that to 2. Put that in there. Line that up. Load. What I do with my cameo cores, I take out the tray to help support the mat so it's not hanging over. We're going to come back to the computer. Alright, so we're at my computer. Here, normally what you would do, you would select your type of vinyl, make sure that's set to cut, and I'm using a CB09, so I'm setting that to ratchet blade. So you select your design, make sure that's set to cut. Then I always turn on my overcut. And this is Oracle 651, so I'm going to leave it at 10 and speed of 5. And we're going to push send, so I'm going to bring it back to the cameo. Alright, so now I'm pushing send. just finishing up. Always check and make sure it cut before you unload. Because if you unload before it's properly cut, you can't send it through and it's going to cut the same exact line. So if you're new and beginning with this, make sure it finishes its cut correctly. And then if it's not cut right, leave it in there and resend on the computer. Alright, so that looks like it cut good. So we're going to unload. And now we got to weed. So now it's time to weed. Now I got to take the vinyl off this sheet. If you pull it straight up like this, it's going to curl. So turn it upside down. And pull the mat away from the vinyl. Oops. There we go. Put that over there. Now I got my 2 seashells. I'm going to cut those out. Screw it. I'll do it this way. Alright. So cut as straight as you can, because if you're a silhouette user, you can use the pigskin mat, put this on your pigskin and recut it. So that's not a complete waste. Okay? These. And then this is my old mat. I don't want to ruin my pretty board. This mat has been used I don't know how many times. This is when I first learned how to use my Cameo with Carriage 2. And that has a ton of force, and I didn't know what I was doing back then. So that's why. So now, peel away your wheat box. The reason why I say make wheat boxes, so that way you can just peel away this area instead of having all that excess vinyl you have to mess with. For some reason my blade cut right there and I don't know why, but we'll leave that there. Throw that away. And look at the edge. You need to peel away everything you're not going to want to use. So I'm not using any of these pieces. Okay. Then here it is. This is my handy little tool. Put little pieces in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this outline of my shell away. I'm just going to use the main parts. I'm going to try to be a mermaid tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. So take your weeding tool and slowly peel away the excess you don't want. So if it catches, go ahead, trim your vinyl down. Make sure you don't cut the area that you want. Normally I have bigger scissors, or smaller scissors that I use for that, but they're on the other side of my room. So that part's lifted up while I'm trying to weed it. So what you're going to do, you're going to hold it down, take your weeding tool, and just baby it. Okay? So that's what that looks like. I'm going to pause the recording and work on the other one, and I'll show you what they both look like. Alright, so I got both of those weeded out. Now I'm going to take some transfer tape. I specifically use duck contact paper because you get like 6 feet both feet. I'm not for sure, for like $5 at the store versus using Cricut transfer tape. I'm all about saving money on my crafts. Alright, my transfer tape. What transfer tape does is it holds it down in one big old piece, so you can apply it all in one, versus taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 different pieces and individually applying them and messing up. Myself, I prefer clear. Let me get my mat. Turn it upside down so it doesn't pick up any dirt. Put it over your vinyl decal. And some people call scrape, some people call burnish. I say rub it on there. Okay. Now you can either just do the top or you can do both the top and the back. I just did the top, but it looks like some of it's still lifting or not lifting on the transfer tape. Just lightly press it on there. There we go. Throw that away. Take the transfer tape back in. Put it on there. So that's what it's going to look like when you lift it all in one big old piece. I'm not 100% sure if what I'm about to do is going to work, but I'm going to try. Normally when you have fabric, you want to use heat transfer vinyl or iron-on. But I just want it to be a temporary sticker on my shirt. So fingers crossed it works. Alright. So I'm going to apply it there. I'm not too concerned of it being perfect. I work in a warehouse and I'm going to be wearing the vest, so people probably aren't going to see me. Try to rub that on the best I can. It didn't work. Kind of worked. And before some of the pros start saying anything, it's not going to stick all day. It's not going to stick forever. I'm not looking for it to stick forever. I'm just looking for it to last till the end of the day or just a couple hours to go with my costume. Because I like wearing this shirt again and I don't want to, I guess what do you say, ruin it by doing this project. It's just for Halloween, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Last minute Halloween idea. I'm a procrastinator, it's what I do. Alright. So those actually kind of stuck on there. You gotta inch it. These pieces didn't come off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel them off manually and stick them myself. I'm not too concerned about it being perfect. These little pieces. Okay, one more. And it could be that my transfer tape was too sticky, because sometimes it can be very sticky, or sometimes it's just right for what I need it for. But like I said, normally you would use heat transfer vinyl. I haven't had any complaints about my contact paper. There we go. That's actually on there okay. So I'll come back after I get the other one on there. Okay, you guys, that actually worked without using heat transfer vinyl. Again, don't lecture me saying I should have used HTV. Yes, I know, but I wanted to keep my shirt and be able to peel this off later. So in case you're wondering, yes, you can use permanent vinyl and put it on a shirt, and it should, yeah, it comes right off. So yeah, after you wash this, it's going to come off, or after the end of the day, or even if it lasts that long, I won't care, but it's on there. So any questions, feel free, message me, comment. Have a good night.